I I think that since we are in a democracy, we cannot talk about minorities. We aren't allowed to distinguish between various types of citizens in our nations. We are in a Western world and we fought so much to reach a kind of equality for all the citizens of our republics or democracies. And now and then I just read news the about people talking about defending or fighting some kind of minorities in our nations, especially in Italy where I live. And I I think this is completely wrong because we cannot divide people into categories. I mean categories of ethnicity, nationality, sexual orientations, religions, and belongings to kind of political parties, distinguishing people for their age and for their wealth, etc. I think citizens must be seen as equals to each others, and if citizens want to form some groups, they can just according to particular um, characteristics they have in a particular moment of their lives. But these uh, categories, these peculiarities, cannot identify their person, their whole person. If I if I have a kind of sexual orientation that can be perceived as a minority, this trait of my personality cannot be seen as a characteristic of my whole person, a characteristic that makes me belong to a kind of minority, and for a group of people that must be perceived as different of a supposed majority of a nation. If we want to um, form a law defending a group of citizens, we must um, form this law for a characteristic of a personality. For example, a law protecting sexual diversity, but not protecting gay people because gay people aren't defined by their own sexual orientation. There is just this orientation, then it needs to be protected by bullying and hating, etc. But it's a form of expression of sexuality in a state. And this characteristic, this preference in sexual orientation, doesn't qualify the whole person who has it, who got it, this characteristic. The, the this subject is very delicate and needs to be studied more because our democracy um, isn't always so strong dealing with it, and the risk is that it can be weakened by the way we approach these focuses. The, the minority doesn't exist because people cannot be part of minorities. Minorities just qualify discrimination and refuse to compare majority to it, to compare normal citizens to other citizens seen as different or unnatural or not normal. This is completely wrong. It's a wrong kind of approach to some characteristics of human personality. Well, I hope it was clear enough what I mean, and I hope to discuss more about this subject, about this topic in the next videos.